need. This No Child Left Behind has put a huge hindrance on teachers, educators across the state, across the nation. Again, I'm tired of the government being in my education. It's over. Now we have this waiver, but who knows what that means, and we have to be prepared. The second thing, economic development. Now, who doesn't need a job? I mean, how many people do you talk to who needs a job, who are strapped? You know, as I was working 2 jobs and my husband was, trying to get disability, I know what it's like to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and come home at midnight and be exhausted and start all over again the next day. But you have to do what you have to do. And in this area, we need to keep promoting economic development. Now, you guys have done a fantastic job of trying to make that happen. I mean, I've been extremely impressed with, especially with the Georgia Work Ready program, the 1,700 certifications, and Bartow County stepped out and made that happen when other people didn't do it. That's a huge success. Going into the Cartersville high schools and talking to people about, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to have? We've got to quit focusing on college prep and say jobs. I don't know about you, but the plumber is really important to me. I like plumbers. I don't want to be a plumber. The electrician is really important to me. I don't want to fry. I mean, if I got an I'm telling you right now, if I touch that light bulb kind of the strange way, I would fry. I'm afraid of electricity. Jobs are important. And we need to say, you know what? All the jobs are important, and we're going to focus on that. And also with economic development, make this a better community, a global community, because the global community is what Georgia's looking for. And as a state lawmaker, we need to make sure that global community wants to come to Georgia and to, prosper here, especially in the 16th district. And the last thing I would say is drugs. We got to quit turning our back on that issue. It's a huge problem. I feel very strongly we should have a task force here in the 16th district that I would like to work very closely with to talk about what is it we're going to do to help each other. Law enforcement in a lot of ways has their hands tied. What can we do on a state level to help law enforcement make things happen? Help these organizations like the ones I'm talking about with the Community Share Project and Our House really do well. Now, I don't want to give them money, but I want to help them help people. Just like I said, with the Community Share Project, what they do is they take people off the streets, they help rehabilitate them, and then they teach them how to live. They teach them how to grow, they teach them how to work. If that's not economic development and reinstating our community and revitalizing our community, I really don't know what is. So I will say to you, I don't want to take a lot of time because I know, we all got things to do, and I know there's another gentleman that wants to speak. But I want your vote. I want your help. And I need your help. I want your volunteerism, because this election is not about Jennifer Hulsey. This is about you. You the people, we the people. And I know from the experience that I've had, hey, we can do it. I've done it. I didn't want any fame or fortune for it. You may not have heard about what I've done, but when you check out my website, and you'll love that, www.hulseyinthehouse.com, HulseyinThehouse.com. You'll see some of the work and experience I've done that I couldn't talk about today. But I promise you, if I can't find the answer, I'll do everything I can to try to help you. Because you know what? If you vote for me and I become elected, which I believe you will, and I hope you will, I want your vote, your opinion and who you are matters. And I appreciate you having me today. Thank
you. Chelsea is certainly passionate about this. We appreciate that. Go ahead and take 2 or 3 questions. If anybody has a question, Jennifer.
Yes. I'm Genevieve Fraser, and I understand Polk County has one of the highest illegitimacy rates probably in the country. It's white. It's not. It's, as some people seem to think, it's not a minority until we become a minority. But what do you recommend in the education system in abstinence is not working? So what do you recommend in the education system to help these young people understand that you can't make it as an uneducated, unskilled single mother?
Well, I do believe First of all, I do think that the drug issue is perpetuating this. Whether it be their parents are involved in the drugs or there's something causing this problem. So I believe that focusing on more education on that will help. As well as I believe that, or I really support that we start educating these teenagers more and their parents. A lot of times when there's not a lot of parental involvement, that's when we get this. And so we're going to have to really reach out to those parents and try to bring them in. That's a hard job. That's a really hard job. Because guess what they're doing? They're either A, the ones that are having this drug issue, or B, guess what? They have a job just like I was talking about where they're working all day and all night. We have to look at ways to try to bring them in. And I don't know what all the answers are, but I can promise you that that is definitely a goal of mine. Because we were talking about this at school the other day. It's so hard to get parents here. But guess what? Their time frame doesn't work with our time frame. So we're going to have to start reaching out to them in the communities and maybe doing some individual parent conferences at home. I don't know what the answers are, but I think we're going to have to look at that because times have changed, and I completely agree with you.
Anyone else? Wow. Now, everybody, Terry's really hardly here? All right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.